What up, running fam? This week we got the Wine and Chocolate 5K and the Run to the Sun 5K. It is Saturday, 1 week before the Wine and Chocolate Run. It's been a while since I've been on here filming. We missed the last two Grand Prix races because we had spring break. I had originally not signed up for them because we thought we were going to be out of town, which we were for like 3 nights, but just not too far away. So I probably could have ended up last minute signing up for the last 2 races, but I figured we're on spring break, so just kind of give relaxation, and those 2 races will count as like my bottom 2 races that get eliminated. So it didn't really affect me too much, just didn't do those races. I was behind on making all my videos anyway, so that's why I kind of combined a bunch of videos, but now we're back at it. This Wine and Chocolate Run we're actually doing as our family run, so my wife will be walking it, and then this will be the first race. I'm pushing my son in the stroller, so I'll be running that. So we'll see how that all turns out. But again, yeah, it's been a while since we've been on here. I think probably close to over a month since filming. But just little updates. My tempo runs, we got down to that 7:35 pace, and then it's starting to get warm again. So just the added factor has slowed me down a little bit, but I have hit a 7:45 pace this week, which I was surprised I was going to be able to hit that well. So hopefully we'll get back to 7:35 here soon. I know it's about to be, we're running in 80-degree weather. It's about to be 90-degree weather, not too far from now. So it's been hard adjusting our time goals for practice. But as far as our 10 miles, we've gone back down to the I think it's like the 9:30 to 10-minute pace, or it might be 9:40 to 10:10. But anyways, we've hit around 9:30, 9:40 pacing each 10-mile race. And then last month when we did our 13-mile run, it was around that 9:30, 9:40 as well. So today we have 14 miles on the books because it's the first weekend of April. So the first weekend of the month, we are doing our extra long run and increasing the mileage each time. So this week, or today, is 14 miles. Goal will be 9:50 to 10:20. I know it's slower than what we probably can do, but again, it will be my longest practice run. Weather is actually pretty good right now, but I know that this will take me a couple hours. So towards the end, it'll be hot, be fatigued. So setting the expectations a little bit low, but won't be surprised if I can hit around 9:30. As you saw this morning, I had a couple pieces of toast. I had a scoop of GM1 Sports Plus, and then I had taken a Go Gel caffeinated this morning. So all together, I think that's about 100 to 125 grams of carbs, and then it'd be 225 milligrams of caffeine. I think milligrams, grams, something like that, whatever the measurement is. So got that in me. We have 4 Go Gels in here that we're going to take every 3 miles, and I've been practicing with my gel taking and my rest breaks by walking while I'm taking those gels. So it's kind of like a 30-second slowdown. So even like the 13 miles I did, stopping 3 times, slowing down for 30 seconds, and I still hit like a 9:30 pace, was good. So we'll be stopping that time. Hopefully I'll pop my phone out and kind of talk to you guys how I'm doing. But then I have my water bottle. Usually on my 10-mile runs, I take a sip every mile, but I'm usually at the end of my bottle right around 9 miles in. So they're going to sip every 2 miles. just to kind of emulate that. Water bottle is fine, like if I were to race or something, because they have the water stations on the race. So it's kind of hard to like emulate that portion of race day. So I'm trying to like spread out my water, make sure I have a good amount of water racing, but I can at least simulate taking like go gels and sip of water walking through like aid stations. So anyways, 14 miles today, a little long-winded intro here, but 14 miles. Let's see how we do. 3 miles in, just took my first go gel, some water has been drank, so we're simulating the aid station. Normally I'd be running right now, but I'm filming. But 9:28 average. We started at, if you see my splits, it's like 9:37, 9:30, and 9:17. So sun's coming up, it's gonna start getting warm. We'll see if we can maintain this pace, but you know our slow in is 10:20, so we can add up to almost a minute to our pace and still hit our goals. So here we go, let's get back at 6 miles in, another go gel, almost halfway done. Splits were 10:47 because we were walking and filming. Then we did 9:27, 9:33. Overall pace is still at 9:47, so we're hitting our goals. So let's get back to it. 9 miles in, another go gel. Shirt's coming off because it's getting kind of warm. Overall pace is still 9:50. Here's my last 3 splits. I am slowing down because we're getting to the point that we're not normally running, but not going to check back into the end of the run so I can focus on finishing up. So here we go. All right, back home now. Finished the 14 miles. The last 4 to 5 miles were definitely tough. I think just the added heat, we got up like close to 80. The feel like was probably more. I don't know. I was looking at my watch that told the temperature, and it was like creeping up more and more towards the 80s. So sun was out. Right after we talked last time, probably like a minute after, I was going back over a drawbridge, and right when I got to it, there was a sailboat coming through, so they blocked it off and had to let the sailboat through. So that was like a pause, a 5-minute pause to the workout. So I tried to keep my legs moving, but it would kind of stop momentum for a minute and like stiffen up my legs. But not that I would have done much better had I not stopped. But it was last 4 miles, I think I'll do like 75% running, 25% walking. We still managed overall average 10:14. So still beat, like, well, I shouldn't say beat, but in the time range that I wanted. So wanted to do a little bit better, but I think for the circumstances of the longest practice run I've done and the temperatures being warmer, not disappointed in it. Just had to reevaluate how I'm running during the hot summer days. So it's going to be like this for the next 3 to 4 months. So just have to figure that out. But we're gonna refuel, get food of us, recover, a couple days rest. We're probably gonna look at doing a tempo run on Tuesday. So we'll get to that now. All right, it is Wednesday instead of Tempo Tuesday. Tempo Tuesday got canceled for multiple reasons. One, it's been raining for the past 2 days, so I would have ran a 4-mile run like I'm about to do today. I just wouldn't have done the tempo one because I get cautious about running fast when it's like wet, slippery weather. So I would just slow down and done a 4-mile a run. So today I'm doing a 4-mile run, probably in between an 8 and 8:30 pace. So yeah, rain. I think my wife, she had some errands to run, so she came back late. And then my son fell and busted his lip. So a lot of things happened today. Yesterday it was pretty chaotic, but today we're gonna do 4 miles, and then we're probably gonna do 6 miles for our 6 miles Thursdays. Sorry for the wind. Anyways, we'll do 6 miles probably tomorrow at a slower pace than typical. But anyways, let's get these 4 miles in. All right, 4 miles down. Finished right off at an 8-minute mile pace. So first mile was 7:50. I think the second one is either 7:50 or 7:55. Third mile was 8:10 because that's the one I had uphill part of it. And then last mile finished at 8 minutes. So some wind. That's why the hat's backwards, because I had to catch my hat a couple times. But the wind was kind of fighting us today. But overall felt good. Tomorrow, if we have the time, do like an easy 6 miles. And then we get that race Saturday. So let's go. All All right, we got the bib pickups, 1525 for myself, 1526 for my wife who's running it. So those are our numbers. And then a little preview of the t-shirt this year. And then it's kind of cool. The past 2 years they gave us like a wine glass with the like logo inscripted on it. That was like our medal. So we would get them like during bib pickup because they were glass. They didn't want people breaking them all over the streets and everything. But this year we found out that we're giving us wine tumblers, so we don't get those until after we cross the finish line. But that's gonna be cool. So you can use that to have your 2 pours of wine. They'll have red, white, and then like a champagne type one, and then you get chocolate. The last 2 years it's been like a chocolate covered popcorn, so we'll see if it's the same chocolate thing or if it's different. But yep, bid numbers picked up. 2 days till race day. Let's go. Goal talk time. So this one's a little bit different because this is going to be the first race where I'm pushing my son as during a 5K. So my race record for this is around 26 minutes. So this is the 3rd time doing this race. And then course record is around 25. So that's between 8 and 8:30 pace. So I think this is going to be a little bit cooler than years past. But I think the added difficulty of pushing a stroller is going to do it to it. So I want to try to get sub 26, but I mean, this is really all just for fun with the son. So we'll see how it goes. My wife is walking it, so her goal is under an hour. So we're going to see how we turn up after the race. All right, it's the day after the race. Didn't do my normal post-race interview at the venue just because when I got done, I went back to cheer on my wife and watch her finish, and then we kind of got up and went to have dinner afterwards. So kind of got all caught up in the moment. But anyways, finished at 25:49, which was under my goal of 26 minutes, which was pretty amazing because I thought I had to start in the back, being a stroller person, but as I got along, I've realized that other people with strollers were started up ahead. Like the 5th overall person had a stroller, so I'll know next time that I can start up ahead. But starting behind, I got caught up with the walker, so then I had to like zoom by everyone, and I was like zigzagging and like avoiding people. So my first mile was actually like 7:45. So I think if you were to take away like the moments I was walking in the beginning, I was probably like going at like a 7:15 pace or something. So I was really booking it, but then I kind of slowed down to the pace where I wanted it to be. I think I was still even faster than that. So anyways, 7:40 or 25:49 was my overall pace, or 25:49 was my time. Happy with that. My wife ran it. She did 3 minutes faster than last year, so we're happy with that. So overall, a good day for us out there. But next weekend we have this run to the sun, so that's just me running it. So we're going to see how well we can do with that one. We are now on the Monday, just a couple days after the Wine and Chocolate 5K and just a few days before the Run to the Sun 5K. So normally this would be like a rest day, and I would have ran 10 miles yesterday, but with a race Saturday and then one coming up this Saturday, kind of throws off my like regular training routine. So instead of doing 10 miles yesterday, I kind of just rest in the yard work, and then today I'm going to do 6 miles at that goal of 8:40 to 9:10. So if I hit that good today, then we'll increase the speed next time. Then we'll do rest tomorrow, and then I'm thinking about if I either want to do the tempo run Wednesday, or if I want to just do 4 miles easy. Either way, Thursday and Friday should be rest days leading up into Saturday, because I'll go into this more, but I think if I kind of go for broke, I might be able to get top 3 in my age division for this race. Just looking at the times from last year, but again, we'll go over that on Goal Talk time. But anyways, let's get into it. 6 miles down, ended up at 8:19 a minute per mile, which that will be able to beat next week's goal, which is going to be 8:20 to 8:50. So feeling good. This was a double check for this workout, so that's what I'm saying. Next week's gonna be at a faster pace, and I already feel good that I should be able to achieve it. Again, we're about to hit 90 degrees by the end of the week, so that could be an added factor till next week, but still gonna be the goal. Increasing speed, feeling good. Again, a couple days and see another workout. All right, we're gonna do the tempo run today. It's Wednesday, 3 days before the race. So the 1 mile warm up, 2 mile tempo, 1 mile cool down. I want to aim for 7:20 pace to be faster than the pace I want to go for this weekend, but it is like 85 degrees right now, and the race should be like 60, 65. So it's definitely warmer now. So gonna kind of go for 7:20. Maybe if I get 7:30, 7:40, I won't be totally upset, but I'm gonna try to like be super up there, or not super fast, but faster than what we've been trying for these tempo runs, just to see how far we can push. Because we're going to go into like my strategy of what I'm going for during Gold Talk with pacing and everything. But let's see this tempo run, how we do, and check up with you at the end. 2 miles down, tempo run down, ended up at a 7:21 minute per mile pace for the 2 miles. So that's pretty good. I wasn't even expecting to get close to it, and I was pretty much right on the dot. First mile was like 7:16, and then I don't know what the second mile is. I'll have to look back, but whatever it was to average, 7:21, which the second mile is always slower when I do this, because I hit 3 intersections that I have to like stop my watch, stop, wait for cars, and then start back up again. So that slightly adds like 1 to 2 seconds each intersection. And then the last like quarter of the mile starts with an incline. So this is going to be like naturally slower if all the obstacles in the way. So overall feeling great, especially with the temperature. So hopefully we'll carry this momentum into Saturday, where it's cooler temperatures. And again, I'll go over this in the Goal Talk in the next segment, but I won't be starting at 7:20. So feeling great with today's results. Just feeling great like overall, because 2 years ago was pretty much when I started back up running. Like the Wine and Chocolate was my first race back, and then last year the Wine and Chocolate was like 6 weeks after my son was born. So obviously there was some downtime, lack of sleep and everything. So have to have pretty much like a full year of training without like much interruption. I mean, there's still those off times, like I always talk about, like rain, or my son has an appointment, or stuff that just comes up, but it feels good to like kind of have a consistent routine with everything. So feeling good. Let's get into it. Back with another bib pickup. This time we are 3:05. Looks like we got a little sponsored by Dick's this year. They kind of went from like a red to a green color scheme, I'm assuming because of Dick's Sporting Goods. And then a little preview of the t-shirt. So a white t-shirt, 100% polyester. So that should be pretty good, light breathable. White's gonna be nice with the summer heat and everything. So yeah, 3:05 bib number. Gonna push for some good times. Gold Talk. So this Gold Talk, we're gonna go pushing for probably like a PR. Well, yeah, I think my pacing will be for PR. I was looking at last year's results, and my current PR is like 13 seconds faster than what third place in my age group got. So I think if I just kind of repeat that performance or get better, I have a shot of being top 3 in my age group. This is the same course that I did set my PR for this year. So we'll see how that is. We'll see who all turns out. Because like 2 years ago, I think that time would be like 5th place. So it's a possibility that I could do all this effort and not hit like that top 3, but we're just crossing our fingers that we have kind of the same people that were there last year hitting. Maybe people are caught up with Boston Marathon this weekend, so who knows. But I think we're going to try to go out like at a 7:30 pace all the way up into the turnaround. So that'd be like the first mile and a half, and then kind of start to go faster each mile to see, like, because when I set my PR, I did like 7:45, 7:30, 7:15 almost. So I think it's a little bit more uphill on the way out and downhill on the way back, but there were like up and down hills, but I somehow was like speeding through the last mile. But anyways, we're gonna try to set that PR. It's just, I like that I've gotten this full year of running in. So last year would have been slower, like a lot slower than this year, just because I was kind of basically fresh off the new little one that's running behind here. But yeah, we're gonna try to take 3rd place, and probably gonna need a PR to do so. So let's see how well we do. All right, little disappointing. I ended up running my PR time of 23:18, same course, same time. I did go out faster in the first 2 miles than when I PR'd, but then the last 1.1 was slower, which ended up breaking even. So it was like 7:21, 7:27, then like 7:29 or something like that. And then I thought I was kicking at the last 0.1 miles, but it was slower. And then even more, I guess nothing I really could have controlled, but it was 5th in my age group. I was like 30 or 40 seconds behind 4th, and then 3 minutes behind 3rd place. So I obviously know I was not going to hit a 20-minute 5K today. Just nothing I could control. Trying to get 3rd place. I just wish it was the same crowd as last year so I can get a bronze in my age group. But still, 5th place will give me a good chunk of points in the standings. So I think we have 2 more races as part of the season, and we'll wrap that up and then kind of keep going from there. It's going to be hot summer racing and running, so probably won't be getting times like this until like fall, winter time again. So just got to bear down and fight through these hot temperatures until we can start PRing again. So until next time, y'all know what to do. See ya. Bye.